Howdy everybody, Niv back with another great video, because you all know how much I love fucking politics. I mean, if you've looked, I've had one video ever blow up, and that one involved politics, so that obviously means I love politics. Anyway, this little gem decided to pop into my texts recently today, so I figured I'd just give a little bit of a read for it. So, hello, my name is William. I'm an army recruiter here in scratching out the name, because God knows I don't want to be DOSed now. I just wanted to reach out because I saw you took the ASVAB and got a great score. I was just curious what your plans are and if you're someone you know were interested in receiving information about the Army and how it can help pay for college or other opportunities. Cool. Not the first Army recruiter not interested in going to the Army because of who I am personally. Why is that, if you don't mind me asking? Well, for one, the Army in general segregates against the LGBT community. Don't care who you are, if you're okay with that, I don't want to associate. Why and or how does the Army segregate against the LGBT? DADT ring a bell? For those who don't know, DADT stands for Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which was a thing done by the Army 3 years ago and before that, where they would purposefully ignore anybody who was in the LGBT community, and they would only allow them to be in the Army as long as they didn't act upon it. It's basically the same idea that modern religion now has, where we don't care if you are in our church as long as you don't act on your ways, which, fun fact, is complete fucking bullshit and should never be taken that way. That is probably one of the worst ways to do about it. Anyway, it was only removed about 3 years ago, and our wonderful president is trying to bring it back. Even if he never does successfully do it, the nature of the Army is not safe for those who are. Well, it was removed more than 3 years ago, and they aren't bringing it back, and you can join if you identify as any other gender. Now guys, this is when I knew he had already done research on me, because I had never even mentioned anything about identification. He didn't even mention my name in this. There was absolutely no correlation as to how he could have known that. So that's my first point where I'm able to realize this man has already looked into who I am as a person. So I am not going to give two shits about what he has to say. He has already invaded my personal life for the sake of trying to pull me into the Army. That's why I'm here, to help clear up rumors, to provide information on how the Army can help. Now from here, this is where shit gets a little bit interesting, everybody, so I'll be back with the next panel here in a second. So, this next panel is a little bit spicy, as you can see from a multimedia message that I sent. Now, the screenshot doesn't have the full thing. Luckily, I have my phone so I can read out the full thing for all you wonderful people out there, alright? So, look dude, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. You know just as well as I do that the economic system at hand is so destroyed that if Americans is so destroyed in America that lots of people are forced into the Army, and sorry, I'm basically trying to speak out without reading here, but you know just as well as I do that the economic system at hand is so destroyed in America that to lots of people the Army is the only choice. I myself am quite individualistic and don't like taking others' handouts. I know that there's no such thing as free handouts, and so do you. I'm not gonna be putting my name higher on the list for the US to call and require my service. And to be frank, I don't want to live in the US. By the way America was created, it is naturally right-wing minded, with hardly any room for the left. That's why minority groups are so often attacked, and why I personally have mental health issues. I'm not gonna go into a place fully aware of who else will be there and how my general reception will be. I could be one of your best options, but because my mindset is completely different, I would not work there. I scored well on your test. Great. Doesn't mean a thing about how well I would work there. Until there's extreme amounts of reform, I have no interest. And at this point, man's already fucking lost it. He knew for a fact at that exact moment there was no salvaging me. So his first response is to not try to come back at any of my points. He simply asks, "Do you know anyone interested in receiving information?" I'm already pissed at this point, because fuck off, you're not gonna look at my shit and then try to make an excuse out of me. So I just responded with the most I don't give a shit kind of response I could come up with at the time, which was, dude, I wouldn't recommend anyone I know. Because really, I would not recommend anybody to go to the army. There's a lot of shit that can go wrong with it, and all of their benefits that they'll try to show you end up just being complete fucking scams. I have a father who went to the army, and he is so fucking poor. Don't trust the recruiters in their blind set way that they'll try to teach you that they're the best option out there. The best option is to be independent and not rely on something so fucking retarded. I'll be back with the next panel in a second, where he tries to get a little bit spicy on me. So, up until this point, I have had a very... I don't know how to really describe it. I have been trying to keep myself as clean as possible to keep it all composed. I have given actual responses, and up until his last question, I had been honest with it. After his bullshit, I immediately responded with immediate sarcasm, and he tried to get back at me with that. So, he responded with, "Okay, well, enjoy your freedom. If you celebrated the 4th, you just contradicted everything you just said. Have a great day, and thanks for responding." Now, everybody, what he is suggesting is that freedom is only applicable inside of the United States, which is such a backward and incorrect mindset. If you were to ask any human person outside of the United States if they have freedom, I would almost guarantee that 9 out of 10 times they would say yes. Because America is not the only place with freedom, and if you believe that it is, then you've been raised to believe so, and you don't realize that there is other options out there. There is so many better places than America, and Americans basically live on the idea that I have lived here, so I will continue to live here. Which is never the right mindset to have. You need to research and figure out the best place for you personally. Living in the place you were born in does not lead to the most happy person you can be. Figuring out where you will be able to fit in best is what you need to do as a human person. So when he said this to me, I just wanted to go out on him. I restrained myself, and I simply responded to the fact that he said, "If you celebrated the 4th, you just contradicted everything you said." Because, as a matter of fact, no I didn't. What I did was state the incorrectness of the United States. If I were to theoretically still celebrate the 4th of July, that would mean that I would have celebrated when the United States had first become independent and when they had first been a complete nation. The 4th of July now is never celebrated for that, true. But the 4th of July does not mean that you celebrate current America. I don't care who you are. I'm technically from America, but I do not want anything to do with America. But you damn bet I respect those who lived and sacrificed for the original nation at hand. It's a shame what Americans have done to this place and what they have decided to put upon it. I didn't celebrate the 4th of July this year. I had nothing to do to celebrate it anyway. But honestly, this man can absolutely fuck off with that idea. So, I just responded with, "You bet your ass I didn't." Because I didn't. And I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of that. He can fuck off with that idea. So yeah. This has been another video that is quite a bit different from my normal content. Last time I did this, it got a lot more attention, and I'm hoping that this one can get the same. So if you guys really like this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so that I can get the idea that that's the kind of content you want to see. I know it's the most shilly shit to do, but like, it's required for, you know, YouTube to realize, hey, this is pretty good, you know? So like, if you're interested, you know, just do what you gotta do. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until next one, bye.